talking about the weaponry, and if it's trying to be converted into livery for who? Well, don't you think it would be nice that we can get a socialist system going instead of there's I think that the TV set is the anti-social, right? And there's also the anti-social version of money that has every single each and other individual struggling and fighting for their survival, and see how that they pulled like orange trees away and everything away from everybody. I mean, it's like something could be illegal there if we really look at it, especially if they start making us all sick and stuff. It's like that's not a fun game, because who the hell is controlling the inflation and stuff like that, right? What, Shauna, where are you going with this conversation? What do you want? What are you doing? Because it almost seems like yeah, we're going to start picking on the entire human organism. And it's like, no, I was trying to lead into this in my last video. Uh, no, we're talking about employing our technological advances. If it's to grow ears of corn, the way that they do it, they don't use people more and more. They just spray chemicals, but I'm pretty sure you don't have to even spray those kind of chemicals. We've done it a completely different way. Talk about the change of the human being, though. See, we probably don't need food that much. Maybe there's a rise above altogether. Uh, but no, I'm all for having. See, just no, take the food thing away from it. We always need hands-on. We really do. Always, 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 always. Do not forget how to use your hands. See, this is my point, though. Um, all of this technological advances that if we start putting it, and who's we, Shauna? Human beings that do not want to be poisoned, and left kind of always agitating and wondering what is going on with this life, right? And then writing the strange material, and it's always that money takes them over because they don't want to starve. That's really, you can hear a lot of the background of these people who write amazing material, and that's about communications, right? That's a big important thing. And we are getting our chance right here, if you ask me, man. And it's like, man, is it too late? And it is, if we can't uphold, like if we cannot get our own electrical. Now, talking about Elon Musk's and all that, and the way that I mean, it's like they're getting free energy already in the air and they're using it already, but we don't have the ability to it's already in the air. It is a technological realm across the board. See, all you have to do is know how, see, like Tesla, he made coils that collected electricity out of the air, so you can make a coil and put it around my wood stove over here, and it'll catch electricity. And that is something that should be elementary to us. You know how driving is so just like the back of our hand, right? Driving, really, and we can it's like a meditation. We're so bitching with that. So, if you're following me, just finish my story here, that'd be great. But it's the same with other stuff. You see, children here, gosh, I keep blanking out. I'm sorry. I'm being attacked. You want to talk about it? See, I don't mind if it turns out that Elon Musk's going to do that, but I don't think so. See, I was talking about putting together energy the way it should be, just elementary in the school, just like driving. Hi, little baby. Here's my dragon. I love her so much. She's so special. Oh, it's so amazing. She's a 5D cat, and I never knew, right? Who'd ever know? It's like they're already advanced, or maybe we are advanced. See, this is what I was trying to talk about. The Pluto, in Aquarius, it's going to open up what we really are as human beings. We are so powerful. If you become turned on, I would advise you to. Well, if there's people that are chosen for the turn on thing, minute 23 just went to hell. Because there's what the war thing is going to come out. It's like everybody armor up but no, we're not going to fight anybody unless they try to fuck with us. We're tired of it. It's not like that. It's like this. Raise your vibrational frequency. This cat will give me a hug. It's the funniest thing. I love her so much. She's so cute. I just love her. She's a Gemini type. Pardon me. Well, she has the longest tail in the yelled. And her butt's special. Erase. I got my little sweetie right here. Don't worry, I have Mars, and I probably won't catch it in minute 24. I will try to edit these videos, but I'm still exhausted. I'm exhausted. This is the last of it, babes. This right here. This day is the last day that Pluto will be in Capricorn, and you don't know what that means for my generation and everybody else in the rest of the world and humanity. See, I was trying to tell you how that humanity is going to get downloads. It's going to activate. It's going to be interesting. We're going to see something so bizarre. Because it's like, yes, you can communicate with your grandmother on the holographic field of technology that accesses souls that have gone into outer space. I mean, that's all we're doing. You took this so seriously, and don't do that. That's one of the biggest prisons, you know. In case you take everybody's something seriously, go to hell over here, I guess. Thanks for listening. I love you guys, and thank you for entering into my contest. I have a contest going on. Babes, I'm going to take it back a lot of money of ours, what I'm centralizing on, like, okay, so you want to get back to how the fact that everything has electricity on it, in it, but the air is the biggest thing, right? It's just packed. Huge. And then, but no, I see over there, you can hook it on you. I look, Google it, find it, post it here. You can look it up. Somebody is generating electricity through their clothes only or their shoes. China might be doing it. Somebody is doing it. They made it so that there's a gym in LA County where they are exercising on the gym exercise machines, but in fact, they are generating electricity. It's hooked up that way for the rest of the building. And the gym fills up. It's LA County, so there's 1 billion people there, and it's like it has 1,000 people under the gym and under the building there working out at 4 in the morning. They're getting their workout in, and the lights are turned on upstairs. Inside of malls, the freaking doors that are opening and closing, they put generators on those, and it's like just. Huh? No, I didn't lie to you. Somebody made clothes. I think it's sneakers, or it's a wiring that whenever it moves, the friction, it can cause static electricity every once in a while. There's a charge, and you'd be surprised, babes. My cat, right? Haven't you ever pet your cat? But haven't you noticed? I mean, haven't you looked? Has you turn off the light? And then you see it just lights up with electrical charges. You go out into the desert and you camp out. And I remember I was a kid and I was so terrified because all of these sparks started happening. Everything I touched sparked. Maybe they were testing it. They're like, let's torture these people that go over here in the desert or something. You know what I'm saying? I'm serious. But I remember literally seeing the sparks, and I saw them. I'm pretty sure I was advanced, and I'm still advanced. As a kid, I was seeing it in slow motion. It was like, pow! These like explosions going. I'm telling you, I have a very trippy fucking mind. It's conjunct Uranus, which in fact Uranus points at the electrical, not just your energy coming out of your freaking wires, but the very electric, like lightning bolts. And so for me, I'm going to close this up. It's 28 minutes. For me, you don't know, but see, this is my history. I used to chase storms around when it used to storm. They have held them back and they will unleash them this year, this winter. They're going to continue on. The Mars cancer is the warring with the water and the houses floating away, domestic violence, blah blah blah. But I wanted to tell you about my history about chasing the storms when they used to happen. I love the thunderstorms, right? Me, yes, I used to go and I want to see a lightning bolt because why? Well, here's why. I did it so long and so much, when it was happening, when I could, that I began to see. I have audiographic memory. I began to. I could see sound. Literally I can see sound, but it doesn't have. I'm going away from the lightning bolt now. But so now when I was starting to look at the lightning bolts, and then you know how the sound of the thunder comes at you a few minutes or a few seconds later. Really, it's like 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000. And that's how many miles it is. 1 mile, 2 mile, 3 mile. Right? Yeah. So I would look at it and I would predict how it sounded. And it's a rhythm and shit that would go on. See, those darned bolts have a shape that goes like this, and it'll go like that, and then it'll go off into three, and it'll do something. And I used to look at it, and I used to be able to like tap the sound like the general. See, there is a general with rhythm to it, like the main stencil, but then there's little ones. You know what I mean? So I would get the main rhythm of it. And I tripped myself out on that because only I knew what I was doing right there, like looking at them, and I would be going like, boom, 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 boom. You know what I mean? It would be like, look, that's gonna go bam, boom, 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 and it did. Thanks for listening. And I didn't kid there. I said I'm an Aries rising, and you have to be in your child energy to be able to receive what's about to happen with this beautiful Pluto, whatever is going to go on in life, heavens. You want the heavens? You have to be as light as a feather. First of all, and how do you do that? Well, you don't own any of this. You don't own any of this, and that's where I'm saying, well, if you want to play the money game and the video game and that video game, same thing with the money. I mean, no, I didn't say you don't use it, but see, nobody owns it as an individual. Like you don't, you're going to go out and make it. You're going to make it happen for you. It's like, no, it's already happening. Sorry, babe. Can you relax? And there's a robot that we have hired to do it right. By the way, as see what I'm. It's not a robot. It's a technology, I guess. Yeah, because in case it breaks down, like the bank teller or even the cornfields over there, we always have a backup, which are in fact the workers who are robots. Where is that happening? Why isn't it happening? We're going to be doing remote controlled farming, but it's not going to be using poisoning. Like it's going to be letting ducks out and everything. Like the ecosystem is just going to roll on and off. See, ducks can help with farming. I don't know what the fuck the problem is and why we can't just. What is going on here to where? See, I'm worried that I don't do my own food, and it's like, no, Shauna, babe, you have a planet here, and there is plenty of soil, and you see this shit growing here that you can't figure out how to eat. Well, first of all, isn't that inconvenient? It's a little bit inconvenient. I mean, I know that I could do something with the acorns over there, but that's a bit much for me. I think there's something easier, like mangoes or something. See, now, am I living in the wrong place? Yeah, I think so. Do you think that we are extraterrestrials and we're here going, why do we have to switch over to um, using our manual system? Like we know we can eat a fucking animal and graze on spinach, but I happen to think that that's like in case you're stupid or something. I don't know. You know what I mean? Because if you know, if you realize there's something, you know, there's a rumor that first of all that we used to live up to 100 or 300 years old. Well, there's people in the mountains that live 300 years old to this day, but they're completely broke off civilization. They don't do anything like what we're doing here. See, we're a technology that's programmed to be a certain way, you know. And thanks for listening to this. It's more sci-fi, and I'm ready to, I wish that more of you like this kind of thing. But see, this is for, if I can raise my vibrational frequency, which it kind of is, it's about your chakras aligning, with other chakras. I guess it's just your vibrational frequency and it happens, Um, yeah, I was talking about in my last video too, how some people, it's been other people that they would react differently. See, now I know how to react when somebody says, you know what, I do not know why that your video got put in my feed. And I'm going to say, because God wanted you to see it, that's why. You should give it a chance.